Alrighty, frienderinos, welcome back, friends, to Dergy be playing Persona 5 Royal. Now, I've already talked to Morgana, and he said the same old, the now we just gotta wait line. So, now all we can do is wait, is I think exactly how he phrases it. So, what is Dergy doing tonight in the video game? What he's doing tonight in the real world is playing this video game, but what is he doing tonight in the game? That's a good, well, I was about to say that's a good question, but y'all are probably like coffee, right? If you know, you've watched any real, like, actual episodes of this series before, entirely, which, according to my YouTube, I don't think anyone's watched an entire episode so far, which is fine. This is practice at this point. But, you know, if you have, you're awesome, by the way. If maybe, like, this gets more views in the future because I get more people in general that watch my shiznit, then thank you for, digging this far back. I apologize if you're not too fond of the series because it's old and unpolished, but yeah, hello. Anywho, I'm really leaning hard in the current direction. Like, starting Kawakami now seems a little pointless because a lot, the real, like, gameplay reason you do her confidant is for benefits that really benefit you towards the beginning of the game way more than later, so, and also I'm a little uncomfortable with the maid thing and the sexual connotations and the literal, like, frickin' pedophilic relationship thing we've got going on there, because we're literally still a teenager, so that's a little bit, to me. I love Kawakami, and she's very hot, and I would have sex with her in real life, but I'm over 21. I'm over 18, and 21. And Joker's not, so that's a little bit, Anyway, words and things. Well, yawn. Okay, here we go, Dergy. Yeah, I'm just, again, I've maxed Mishima out. It's evening time. It is, right? Wait, hold on. It might be, no, it's after school. Wow, I've just been assuming it's evening this whole time. What I'm actually gonna do then is, hopefully, grab some delicious full SP restoring Haru carrots. Moonlight carrots. From Haru, and since she's rank 10, verifying just to make 100% certain this isn't an accidental old save or something. Wrong menu again. Right menu. Get max, and also, where is Futaba? She should also be max, yes. And that is every party member, folks. We finally did it. Except for, you could technically call Akechi a 1, but you also could not, because he only joins for one palace and not the entirety of it either. Actually, wait, no, he doesn't join. He does for the entirety of the palace, doesn't he? Join. Anyway, wait up. We're gonna press a Master will reach rank 10, I do believe, in the next confidant, so that'll be Hoi. In the next dungeon, which I'm approaching, so that'll be Hoi. What's up, Harriet?
Hey!
Nobody should have mental shutdowns anymore. Yes, yeah, that's the hope. That aside, what brings you to this rooftop, Dirk-kun? I'm here for the veggies. It makes me happy that you're happy working on them for me. These vegetables should grow nicely here. What do you think? Okay, oh, we need to plant. Okay, that's okay. Carrot, I've probably been really inefficient about this, or I could have a bunch more moonlight carrots, or at least maybe 1 or 2 or 3 more. But oh well, you know. It's a growth curve, and I want to do a super completionist-y, harder difficulty playthrough of this game on the channel one day. That's also a lot better of a Let's Play, so that would be really, really great to do, and fun. But that's for the future. Plants grow better if you talk to them, you know? Grow big, okay? Haru's a beanie bean. She really is superstitious. And I don't think that's a bad or weird thing. I think it really adds to her charm, and I think that's probably what they were going with that. But, you know, she believes in the whole, you know, you talk to plants, they grow things. She believes in... I think she literally does, to one degree or another, believe in magic. Although magic item might be more like a video game term expression type thing, or like an anime term expression type thing. But, anyway. Yeah, I am looking forward to it, Haru. I'm looking forward to seeing you in any capacity. And honestly, I really like... Honestly, this is gonna probably sound weird, but I really like the look of her in that outfit. Because honestly, I'm not gonna lie here, like, I like tomboys. And I for some reason, even though I really enjoy tight-fitting clothes on tomboys as well, I really like also, because there's like two styles of like anime tomboys. Like, either they're wearing pretty tight clothes, or they're wearing like super baggy clothes, like this kind of, and, or, you know, sportsy stuff, like this also kind of, you know, clarifies that, and I also kind of find that hot in its own way. Like, ooh, you know, what's underneath there? We don't know, right? And also just something about having sex in pants. I'm sorry, I need to stop freaking just spilling my fetishes on YouTube. I might get fucking banned for it. Alright. Dude, I didn't need to do that. Okay, well, I guess I probably did. Alright, let's head back. So, what are we actually doing? I just realized I don't know, because it's evening, or afternoon. I guess if she's available... She's not. Takemi is not available. It's still afternoon, so what am I doing? What am I gonna do for time? Can I don't think... You can't make coffee or curry in the afternoon, right? It's only evening because you have to do it after the customers are done, I think. Are gone. So... you know what? I might just work on Takemi anyway by doing this. Yeah. You know what I could do? I could start leveling up people's baton passes and stuff. That would be also a good thing to do.
What do you want to do? Hey, hey!
I find this music really relaxing and mystifying. It's really interesting.
Oh!
Well, I have quite a bit of money to go around. I'll only have more in a bit. That's right, I was gonna do mementos. I was gonna do that request in mementos, which I'll probably do tomorrow at this point. Even probably, absolutely. Well, yeah, Takemi and Kasumi are my only options, so I'm just gonna... Takemi. Interesting how the praying works. I wonder what the symbolism behind the bowing and clapping is. I kind of get the bowing as a respect to the gods thing, but why the clapping? Anyone that knows anything about Shinto, I'd like to learn, friends, so dump it in the comments when. It's clearly my mind. They were smiling. I feel like our bond has grown significantly deeper. Yeah, it's really cool how you can do that.
Hey, hey!
Where's your prayer button?
Ah, you're back. Yo.
Another box cave for the Dergy.
Hey!
And now, I mean,
Oh.
actually, do I even have the money to throw around for it? I may not this time around, especially because I bought everything. If there is a higher level, actually, I don't think there is, unless there is. I think I might be at the highest level. We'll see. We'll see. What'd you hang those corpses from telephone poles and TV antennas? You know what, I'm gonna, if it's still a thing, because I don't really know if there's even any more to buy from Shady Commodities, and how it works quite. I'm just gonna wait until after this Mementos excursion, because it's gonna be mostly off camera, because I'm only going to show the fight. That's the only thing I'm gonna show in there, because, like, that one request we still have to do, and I'll show the other requests that I did not do in this game in, like, bonus episodes during my during my, you know, just kind of casual playthrough, I'll just record things that I know were not in this game. I also might end up cross-referencing this series to make sure that I'm not redundant seeing at least too much. But anyway, that's for the future. For now, the world sucks, I guess. Yeah, that attitude sucks. You should fix that attitude and decide that the world is what you decide it is. And I just decide that it is, you know, it's got a mix of everything. And you can choose what to focus on. And then, and if you focus on the good, then your world mentally essentially becomes the good more than the bad. And that's just fucking easier to, like, live like that. It's not easy to get into the habit of living like that, but once you have that habit, then it is easy and it makes life easier. I am getting better and better at that all the time, and goddamn, same exact situation living-wise than I was a year ago. I am so much happier. I am in the same exact financial, living, etc. situation that a lot of people might look at and think that it sucks. I don't anymore. It's awesome. Okay, anyway. You killed them all for a reason like that? You don't have any remorse?
Hey,
Oh, scary. This detective gets all crazy when he's mad. Yeah, people that think the world sucks do tend to turn into people like that, so that's the other thing. You know what? I definitely am guilty of saying the world sucks when I'm fed up with things, with specific things that happen a lot, when I have been. You know, I don't think I mean it at that point. I'm just like, I'm feeling so much, because again, a lot of people think that if they feel a lot of negative things, that must mean that most things are negative. No, that's just your perception. And it's hard to understand that, but once you do, it's a beautiful gateway to so much happier of a life, regardless of circumstance and regardless of what happens. Seriously. Because it is so much more in the mind than most people realize, ever. It's kind of sad when I think about it that way. And most people die not understanding. You don't have to lament any situation. It just takes practice of kind of being aware of your mind and just kind of gently guiding it in directions that you intuitively know are better. Oh, scary. The detective gets all crazy when he's mad. Do some crossword puzzle while I'm sunken. I'm probably just gonna coffee it though. No, I'm probably gonna curry because I know we don't have any, and it might be very handy to have at least a little bit more than I've got. Play a little. Use gauge student knowledge. Wheel. I think I've already got it. Unless that ain't the right word. No? Exam. Yeah, that's not even. That's a letter short, so. Whoa. What's that word if it's not assessment or exam? It's not tests either. Hold on. Pull an all-nighter. Study aids. Pull an all-nighter. Cram. Rat race result. What? Man, this is probably gonna be a looky-uppy situation. Finish? I mean, that word fits, but... I feel like it shouldn't just be finish. I feel like there would be a different word there, because the word finish is so fucking applicable to everything, not just a rat race. Fin. F-I-N. There isn't another I, so that's not it. Alright. Interwebs time. Da-na-na-na-na-na. I feel dumb not getting this one right away. But oh well. I was in the right ballpark, but... Finals. As engaging student knowledge for the whole year. I'm not gonna, figure out the others. I just wanted to get the main big boy out of the way. Actually, I wonder if you get, like, more of a reward if you get the whole thing done. I have no clue. I have no idea, really. These are exams held at the end of the maybe if you get more knowledge points. I have no clue. If you don't get anything extra, though, I don't see there's a point. Like, and I don't know if you get anything extra. And also, the only reward you get from these is knowledge. I think I just did it to do it. So it's pretty clear that the game kind of expects you to focus more on. Not even kind of, absolutely expect you to focus way more on confidence than on skills, because there's so many ways to boost skills the entire game that I stopped needing, but it just kept happening to me in the regular course of play. For the whole game. So like clearly they expect you to focus more on confidence than I did, but I just wanted to make sure everything was maxed so that I didn't run into walls in the confidence that I was doing, and also that I didn't have to worry about it at all next time, so I could just like barrel through confidence and show y'all confidence that I haven't done. And what I very well might do is like get to a point where I make a save where I get every girl to 8 and just sit on them. Every female confidant to 8 and sit on them. And then have that save there. And then, eventually as time goes by, I'll keep making them. I'll just, make romantic confidant, all the romantic confidant I like for one, like when I go through my different playthroughs, I just start at that point and continue. And I think that, like, knowing most of the places where there's special stuff for your romances. Anyway, seems like an idea. Anywho, all right, Dergy. But yay, finals. O and X are symbols often used when grading finals, but their meanings in Japan differ from those in other countries. O doesn't always mean the answer is right. Interesting.
I see.
Doesn't always, like sometimes it does and sometimes it doesn't. If y'all can clarify on that at all, I'd like to know how exactly that system works then. Oh wow, even I couldn't figure that one out.
Nice.
Maybe you gotta get a bit smarter after solving these crossword puzzles. Hello, kitty. Or maybe by not always, they just mean in Japan it's not. I have no clue, frankly. Anyway. By the way, I think that's a localization-specific thing. Because I feel like most Japanese people would know that, right? So I don't know why they would put that in there if they didn't. Anyway. Or maybe in the Japanese version, it gives the Western side of the trivia. I have no clue. If anyone knows that particular detail and how it is in Japanese, let me know. I'm curious. A curious Durgan. Hello. Wait, yep, wait, corpses from TV internet. Why didn't I already get that? Because I read this yesterday. Freaking Persona 4 again.
Hey.
So many P4 references specifically. there's been some 3 as well, but I feel like more 4. And that makes more sense because 3 was pretty popular, 4 was hella, and 5 was even more so. And now 4 is more popular than ever, I think, because so many people that played 5 first then went back to 4, because Golden's on PC now. That was a really smart move on Atlus's part. Now they just need to, do it with, freaking P3 portable specifically. They should make a version, they should do a remaster, and a friend and I talked about this. The best move for Atlus for reselling, for remastering P3. Now, considering how lazy the port, it might as well be a port, more or less. How lazy the remaster, I should say, because it is technically one, but it's pretty lazy one of Nocturne was. I highly doubt they really want to do this, and I think they'd rather keep making a new game and then making another version of that new game with slightly more content, and that's how they make a lot of money off of one game. It's just kind of what they do, and it's a formula that's really worked for them, but frankly, fanboys like me will buy it up, period, because hell yeah. However, I'd really love them to make, and a friend of mine will too, because he gave me this idea, and I think it's such a good one, that if they were going to remaster Persona 3, the ideal thing would be to make a version of Portable that also has the FES content, the answer. And also, I refuse to play, just a version of FES if that gets ported. It needs to be portable, because there's too many things about the female path that I personally, as a player, prefer. I'm a bi man, so I kind of like the male romances. But, the main thing, really, speaking of the romances about the female path, is she's not only she's not only a badass redhead, and you know how I fucking am about that. You probably should anyway, if you've watched, really any amount of my content, really. But more than anything, it's the fact that on a max social links run, or if you're maxing out really any 2 or 3 same-sex member confidant, same-sex, or opposite-sex, I should say, party member confidants, you're not cheating on them. Or you don't have to. I think there's, you're given an option 4 and 5. In 3, you are, base 3, you are not, base 3 and Fez, you're not given an option. And not even Fez, not even, what was it? I don't think even portable male, I don't think so. But female always has an option. It's really interesting. I honestly think, frankly, and this is, I guess, just kind of a cynical part of me, but my thought there is they might have done that for straight guys that are probably the majority of the players of P3, so that they didn't have to romance guys. But it's now becoming a precedent that does not have a double standard like that, where it's just pretty much required to have that choice. That's 5 abso-fucking-lutely codified that, if 4 didn't. I think 4 basically did. I really wonder if there's going to be more Persona elements of SMT5 as well. All they really showed us about SMT5 was the way that, exploration and combat works. So, it very well might not be. And we don't really know anything about our party members. We only really saw the main character as far as party members go, at least mostly. And I'm not remembering if they even had cameos or whatever of party members, but in SMT5, which I definitely will play on the channel. I don't know if it's when it'll come out. We'll see about that. What I'd love to do is at least play SMT4 first, and maybe also Apocalypse before then. And honestly, what'll probably happen is I'll do 4, Apocalypse, 5, and then finally go splurge on Nocturne whenever it's not $30. Whenever it's not $50, excuse me. That is too pricey for such an old game that they barely did anything to for the remaster. It's basically a port with some small additions and changes and stuff. Anyway, I just hope they don't ever... I hope it didn't sell like hotcakes, because what they should do for remasters is shit like Golden. I mean, hell, they should just do the same thing for every single game they remaster. When they remaster it, they do stuff like that. You know, they do that kind of thing, and they also at least upscale. They do the kind of quality of life stuff that they did in 4 and 5, and also add the new stuff, probably. I think there is new content in Nocturne, don't quote me. Is there? I don't remember at all if there's new content in Nocturne. Anyway. Alright, Dergy. What are we doing? Oh, hold on, no, I don't know why I keep talking to him, because I have to keep declining. I'm not even looking at it because I don't want him to look dejected. Even if he doesn't, I'm not even gonna, like, chance looking at him and having him be dejected, because, you know, I'd rather not disappoint Sojiro. He's my bro, coffee dad person, friend, who's probably the reason that, like, I've been able to be okay here, except for, you know, my friends. Or Joker has been, except for, you know, his friends. And also Makoto, because again, she is way beyond friend status at this point. I don't care how much Royal doesn't acknowledge any of the romances. Not Royal, I mean, hell, Royal doesn't acknowledge them near to the extent that I'd like, but I understand the development that would go into that, but Strikers doesn't really, address them at all, but I wasn't really expecting it, and I think 90% of people weren't either, because it's probably a much lower budget game than this one. So they probably were like, okay, let's make a good Persona action game with all its characters, and romance would be a whole, like, adding all the romance paths in the way that 5 does would be a huge development undertaking, and they very likely considered that and decided it wasn't worth it. And Strikers is fun and awesome as it is, so... Anywho,
I'll just
and again, I don't really know how much they address them later. Like, there's definitely, like, scenes. Like, I think I've already seen one of them with, there's one with Yukatas, and I think you can, like, flirt with the girls, and, you know, the normal thing you can do. Like, I know that there's a thing in 4, and I do believe also a thing in 5, where you can call out a girl and be like, dang, you know what, that, in my head, that's always Joker's girlfriend that he's calling out there. Or at least his, you know, future girlfriend. But, anywho. And all, you know, and replace Joker with any other Persona protagonist as well. Anywho, alright, so, curry ingredients. Yes, no, maybe so? Yes, awesome.
What do you want to do?
Let's do it.
Make sure you close up. Let me explain.
Cardamom. One of the primary spices they use to make curry. It has a refreshing aroma, sharp heat, and slight bitterness. Well, commonly used to freshen up bad breath. I didn't know that. Cardamom is also used to aid digestion and burn body fat. Neat. By the way, what's that thing he said about it? Because I think I've... oh no, yeah, it's just the normal thing. There's a bunch of different powders you can throw in there, I've noticed. Like, that's the line that he has for any kind of powdered thing that you're putting in there. So... Oh, cardamom? Cardamom? I mean, cardamom? Yeah, it's probably... Yeah, it's really difficult, I bet, for most people to consistently get cardamom. Because that is a little bit of a tongue twister, just a little bit. And not accidentally say "and" at the end of it, like that. I like how they address that there. You throw it all together with such gusto. Oh, yeah, yep. The ingredient is the max confidence that I've had for ages now. Since Size Dungeon.
Alright.
Not very far into Size Dungeon either, I think. In fact, wasn't it before Size Dungeon that I maxed out everything? I think so? Don't quote me on that, friends. Alright. It's raining today, so that's like another reason to go to Mementos. So, we're doing the Mementos thing today for sure.
Let's do it. Okay.
That's everyone.
I wonder when Shido's gonna have a change of heart. I'm so impatient. Well, thankfully, Futaba, we have stuff to do today. So we can wait for that. So we can pass the time, I mean. I can't believe you still want to help people in trouble even now. You're seriously a stand-up dude. That's what I do. I try to be a stand-up dude in real life too. And I think Joker's a really good role model for that. Same with Ren in P4. I don't actually know about the guy in P3. From what I remember, he's a little bit more subdued. And he also has no option but to fuck all the girls behind each other's backs. So that kind of, I feel like, paints him as an actual bad person. But anyway, it's quite like you, Derg. If your resolve is settled, I do not mind accompanying you. Today seems like a perfect day for us to go into Mementos. Let me check our
Listen
intel.
up.
Intel's about a womanizer. Oh, okay, so frickin', I forget his name, but the P3 protagonist. Okay, so we're gonna kill the shadow of the P3 protagonist. I hope not, because it's probably extremely powerful. Anyway. He believes all women should be conquered. Jesus Christ. Interests turning girls against each other for his own amusement. Jesus. This guy actually might be worse than him. What's his... Oh, Minato! That's his name. I knew I'd remember it eventually. Apparently, there have been incidents that resulted in injuries and even a girl who had to quit school. Jesus.
Come on.
Man, this guy's messed up.
What a
I
jerk.
absolutely have to change his heart. And of course, An would be very adamant about this, because... Yeah. She's had enough of male abusers of women for extremely good reason. Because, you know, she got the brunt of it. Actually, no, Shiho got the brunt of it, her best friend. And she tried to take the brunt of it for Shiho, but it didn't really work that way. But anyway, we're gonna change this guy too. In fact, I think she actually came to me with this one. Don't quote me on that. I don't quite remember if it was this one or if she had the one with the idols, or if that was Mishima. But I do believe An gave us one of the recent requests, and that's the first time I remember people besides Mishima giving requests, though it may have happened before and I just don't remember. But I kind of hope we get more of those, because that's awesome to me. And if we had, and that we might have had more of those before, I kind of hope so. I kind of feel like if it was just on, that'd be strange to me. But anyway, I absolutely have to change his heart.
Yeah, but...
I agree, but he thinks all women are meant to be conquered, right? It might be kind of dangerous for you, no? No way. Yeah, An's like, I'm gonna fucking stick it to this guy. I don't give a shit if I'm in danger. But I guess you can't be so sure in Mementos. So maybe literally you've got to go with a party of guys. So I guess it would... Actually, is this like a special one? Is that maybe why An gave it to us? Is it maybe like an indicator that it's a special one if it's someone other than Mishima that gives it to you? That's interesting. So, I'm thinking this is actually saying that we need to go in there with the party of all guys. So I would take Ryuji and Yusuke. Actually, maybe Morgana and probably still Yusuke. Just, you know, for Morgana's healing and support stuff. I might do Ryuji. We'll see. I'll just kind of look at their skills and be like, what's more interesting? And of course, I might switch them out if I get pwned by him, but I kind of doubt I won't floor this fucker, but maybe. Let's be careful out there.
Alright!
That's the spirit. I don't like anyone who treats other people like crap either. Let's hurry up and change his heart. Hecky, no objections, right? We're good to go if you're okay with it. That's a unanimous decision. Okay, all that's left now is take down target mementos. Alright. Lady Killer's ballad. Let's kill that Lady Killer.
Let's do it.
I mean, we're technically killing the Lady Killer part of him. So, I think that's a really, actually, literal statement there in a way. Okay, so I was expecting to have nothing to record as I went through mementos until I got to our target, but this is apparently a brand new, I do believe, Royal-specific mechanic that just, I guess, is such a rare occurrence that I only just now, so close to the end of the base game, got it, which is why it's tutorialized right here. And I don't think I may not have ever ran into this, although I kind of feel like I very well might have before, but I could have forgotten. And also, it might just be so rare that maybe most people don't run into it until towards the end of the game. I don't know. Treasure Skimmer. If you ask for an item during a hold-up from an enemy that has been targeted by Treasure Skimmer, you'll get their rare item without Ooh. It's probably her new skill. So that's neat.
Okay, let's move on.
But I was rushing, so I just murdered them. But yeah, so that is the thing. I just decided I'd go ahead and just record that, because that's a new thing I don't think I've ever seen. It might just be that I've never actually had Futaba have that skill, or I just forgot that she gets that and that it has its own tutorial. That's really neat. And I think it might be a late game skill, which is why probably, you know, again, like, having a tutorial pop up so late in the game is what kind of made me go, huh, for a second, but I think I get why now. It's probably a skill that you get pretty late into Futaba's, you know, levels, and, yeah. Anywho, alrighty, friends, Dergy done founded the, our target here, which I find interesting that I feel like you always end up getting this target after the one we fought before, but interestingly enough, it's back here in Area 8, whereas the one, I was expecting it to be at the end again, like the last one was. The, as I called him in one of my last few video titles, Kamoshida 2 Pervert Boogaloo. This one is kind of, I'm trying to remember what exactly this guy did too. I think he also did pervy things. Yeah, this is another freaking, not just a pervert, but a complete dickhead who ruins girls' lives. Heck, let's do it. There, that's Arihara. A woman should be conquered, was it? We should be careful. Oh, wait, I just fucking realized there's hints that, like, they're not gonna be effective against him at all. Oh my, I just fucked up. Shit, fuck ass bitch. Do I trek? Okay. Here's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, I'll be RB. I'm gonna get men, just in case this makes this fight really hard. Alright, so here we go. And by the way, I just realized that, this is the only time that I can remember, where this game forces you to have a specific party, except for, you know, technically the beginning of the game, except you only have those party members anyway. Anyhow, let's go back down there. Alright, let's try this again, this time with less females. Yeah, so that, they don't get, I imagine they're just going to be rendered useless as far as gameplay is concerned. Let me know what that, like, there's clear hints that there's some kind of gameplay change if you have any females in your party. It's probably a dampener, like a, you know, a limiter type of thing, a detriment. Well, let me know what exactly it is, friends. There, that's Arihara. All women should be conquered, was it? We should be careful. We gotta change his heart no matter what. Well, thankfully, we don't got any women to worry about in the party right now. Huh? You guys must be the fan of these. But I haven't done anything wrong. They all brought it on themselves. Yeah, I guess in order to be this twisted and just kind of just callously ruin this many lives, you have to be kind of mentally cuckoo and completely distorted like this. Like, a lot of these people end up having these ideas in real life, probably. The kinds of people that do this kind of shit. In fact, I'm sure I've heard of cases in specific where the criminals were extremely convinced that what they were doing wasn't wrong. Oftentimes because of who they were doing the crimes to. And they're in the wrong because of whatever twisted, insane logic they decided. They all brought it on themselves. I bet they're all saying stuff like, I'm so glad to serve him, right? Jesus.
Don't be ridiculous.
That's what you make them
This is
think.
horrible.
Come on, don't talk to me like that. Please?
This has to be a joke.
So that's how you get girls wrapped around your finger? I guess you're not all talk. It's not something you'd understand if you're not popular. Oh, Jesus, dude. Fuck you. There's nothing better than seeing the moment her life is shattered, feeling that you control everything in your life. Dude, Jesus fucking Christ. You're gonna get in my way, and I'm not gonna go easy on you, okay? I'd kind of like to give girls a chance. Actually, I know I've done so before, so... And not in sick ways like that. Anyway. I've got women falling for me left and right, and I don't even have to lift a finger. I wonder who my next slave will be. But yeah, you don't have to be a dick like this to, you know, have a lot of sex appeal. I mean, hell, sometimes I don't think I have any, but I remember some times, and I'm just gonna say that and leave that there for now. And, you know, I remember, hey, yeah, I did. I had some to her, you know, and you know, my charms don't work if there's only men. Ha! I knew that there'd be a good reason. What am I supposed to do? Fucking get your heart changed, bitch.
I'll strike them
Hey,
dead.
this guy's nothing. Let's finish him off, Joker. Let's see what you think about this Ice Age with my freaking... Mother Harlot also has...
This isn't it.
At least I do believe she also... Oh, wow, my brain. I'm really tired and I should really lie down after this because I usually don't make mistakes of that caliber. I feel like I shouldn't have just guarded. I should have been attacked. Okay, this guy's probably more or less a joke. Okay, what I wanted to do is this.
Go down.
I blocked because I wanted to make sure I did that next thing before I did anything else, I guess. And I don't know where that logic came from, other than a very sleep-deprived brain.
You're mine. Persona!
Let's actually go ahead and charge.
Witness my resolve.
Let's go ahead and debug.
This is my other self. Crush them, Kamususano!
Ah, nice crit, Yusuke.
Now, last strike!
I shall be Persona.
Ooh, let's go do that. So it's like, it's a better version entirely than what, like, it's got everything that, regardless debuff had, but it had, like, attack and defense and I think something else too. Accuracy and, I think, wasn't it accuracy evasion that Morgana's had? So yeah, it's good to remember. It's very powerful, but it takes a lot of experience. That's the drawback for that. Because of course you'd have to have that kind of drawback for something that powerful. Crit? That'd be nice. Oh, and noise, it didn't need the crit, it just murdered it because I charged him and I forgot about that. And by the way, that's really cool. God's rocket fist. Bam! Very nice. Fitting end.
Messed up.
Crushed. What have I done? I just even manipulated all those women. That's right, countless lives were ruined because of you. Please, wake them up from their dreams. Don't let any more people become their puppets.
sorry.
You're right. Give them back their lives. Agitation crown. Interesting. Yeah, we do it. We did it. Let's go back to the entrance. Actually, wait. Let's go ahead and keep going, y'all. Because okay, I want to get to the end and I want to do some grab the highest level personas I can from down here, and I also want to buy things from Yose, and I'll show you.
I can tell.
The persona things, at least, and you know, I think from Jose will probably should be the normal items, whatever I can buy from him right now. Pretty much everything that I can buy. Starting with the most priority stuff, but I think that 99 will be enough to buy him out. I don't remember quite if that is the case or not. Usually, well, I buy him out of like the limited items, and then
When was the release date of that gardening magazine's
probably
next
just a lot of
issue?
the ones that I feel like are the most
Reminded me.
useful.
I need to purchase this
For me,
week's
I don't
weekly
remember exactly
brush.
what he has right now, but yeah. That is my plan, and I will see y'all once I